Time is a river that doesn't ask for permission, it surges, it drags, it surprises. And right now, as the tides of the market hiss and froth and crash, I feel something urgent pulsing through my veins. Welcome, everyone, to a moment that brims with danger and possibility. Today, as the air crackles with rumors and the world of crypto teeters between hope and heartbreak, I can't remain silent. This isn't just another video. It's a flare fired into a stormy sky, a warning you cannot afford to miss. Before we dive in, I invite you, yes, you on the other side of this screen, to become part of this journey. Subscribe to Crypto 101 Central if you haven't already. This is more than a channel. It's an odyssey for those who feel the gravity of change and the sting of loss, as well as the glimmer of opportunity that rises for the bold. Hit that bell so you never miss a heartbeat of this wild ride. Let the current of notification pull you back each time we break the surface. Now, breathe in. Where are we, really? Let me show you, not just the charts, but something deeper, more raw. Picture Bitcoin, battered, sagging, but still breathing, like a shipwrecked sailor who refuses to let the salt water drown hope. We watched it tumble, crashing to somewhere around 62,000, and for a breathless moment, the world seemed to hold its breath. Suddenly, it surged, not a gentle swell, but something almost desperate, a leap powered by those who refuse to die quietly. Ethereum too, forever entwined in the ballet between support and resistance, soared upwards only to be swatted down at a level that has become all too familiar. Scar, a line on the wall, the boundary between belief and betrayal. Right now, as we peer over the edge, tempting fate with our optimism, I feel compelled to remind you. Beneath the surface, the storm still churns. You want honesty? I'll give it to you unfiltered. If you are dancing with leverage, tiptoeing on the edge between euphoria and annihilation, pause. Listen, pause the clamor, the endless tweets, the seductive mythologies whispering. This time is different. Now, let's set aside the haze of marketing, the clangor of bonuses, the endless distraction. What really happened today? What is the world actually whispering about? Jane Street, 2 words, heavy as lead. The name resounds through the market like thunder before a downpour. One of the titans, now surrounded by controversy and legal scrutiny. Stories swirl, narratives clash, and speculation spreads like wildfire. Some now say that certain pressures may have eased, that perhaps a weight has lifted from the market's shoulders. But are we truly free? Or are we merely chasing our own shadow in a hall of mirrors? Let me confess, part of me wants to believe in epic tales. That a single serpent has been cut from the garden, that from this moment onward we will only rise. Crypto Twitter sings the choir. Legal action at 10 o'clock, and suddenly the hands that pressed us down release their grip. Bitcoin races towards its own Valhalla, the moon glares invitingly from behind velvet clouds. But listen, truly listen, does this really make sense? Do you think masters of the old world, the wizards behind the great curtains, would broadcast their plays so shamelessly, so predictably? Jane Street, for all their stature, are not the only giants moving within these markets. Each time you see a collapse, a squeeze, a rally too sweet to be true, remember. The world is a tangled web, and it is spun by many hands. Systemic distortions exist, yes. I have seen them, felt them like the ghostly touch of a cold wind when the windows should be closed. Market makers, the ones operating behind the scenes, they are real, they are present. Is it illegal? Sometimes. Is it always clear? Rarely. This market is still young in many ways. Volatility and opacity are part of its nature. But no single firm can take Bitcoin from 126 down to 60,000 with a flick of the wrist, nor can they simply switch the darkness off when headlines shift. It is a symphony of forces, macro tides, liquidity cycles, leverage, fear, and greed. To believe otherwise is to romanticize the danger, to seek comfort in a villain's name when the reality is far more complex. Let me hold a mirror up to another threat, one that creeps quietly, that seeps not from headlines but from the ground beneath our feet. Look at the housing market. America's backbone, flipping as quietly as a coin in a dying man's hand. Sellers now circle buyers in numbers that dwarf recent years. The bidding wars have faded, replaced with a quieter tension. Search engines erupt with the plea, "Why won't my house move?" This isn't just data, it's a shift in psychology. Liquidity feels tighter, confidence feels thinner. The easy money era has passed, at least for now. And so our market falters, treading water in uncertainty. Yes, from time to time large trading firms may amplify volatility, but the broader environment, liquidity conditions, macro policy, risk appetite, matters far more. Speaking of liquidity, let your eyes trace the lines of the crypto landscape. We have drifted back toward levels of participation reminiscent of darker chapters in this industry's history. Remember the spiral during past collapses? That hollow ache in the pit of your stomach as numbers tumbled and hope thinned. Some would have you believe a rebound is imminent, that because one headline shifts, money will flood back in and we will blossom once more. Forgive me, I think that is too simple. Small squeezes happen, short-term rallies ignite, but structure takes time to rebuild. In my heart, I cling to possibility. I would love to see us claw back to 78 or even 80,000. Maybe 73, for one brief shining week. But the truth presses in. The market may need to build again within lower ranges before any sustainable ascent. That is where those with patience begin to assemble positions carefully, not for fireworks tomorrow, but for resilience later. I'll be honest, I could be wrong. I have been before. No one sees all ends. Large institutions, market makers, liquidity providers, they all play their roles, but no single entity dictates destiny. I stand in the fog, calling to you. Do not trust me blindly. Trust your own analysis, your own discipline. Share what you see. Comment below with your truths, your doubts, your theories. Join me in mapping this storm together. If you choose to participate in these markets, do so with caution. Leverage magnifies both triumph and ruin. Risk management is not optional. It is survival. Do me a favor. If you have felt a tremor of truth or recognition, if any of this resonates, take a moment to like this video. Add your voice in the comments. Let us build clarity in the open rather than whisper and panic. This, I believe, is the season for objectivity. There is no prophecy written in the order books, no certainty etched into headlines. We are navigating a bear-leaning mood, a time less about soaring and more about surviving, about laying foundations patiently. And remember, the only thunderbolt that truly reshapes markets is liquidity. When broader monetary conditions shift, when capital becomes abundant again, that is when mythic rallies are born. Until then, we prepare, we study, we endure, stay wise, thrive bravely, plant seeds in the dry earth of these days. Watch the next video on your screen. It's a guide to trading Bitcoin and other crypto with disciplined risk management that may help you protect yourself in turbulent times. I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget, subscribe, hit the bell, let the river bring you back each time the current changes. Until then, this is Crypto 101 Central, signing off, but never truly gone.